Wake up in the morning, I rub my sleepy eyes. Need a jolt of energy to make me feel alive. I stumble to the kitchen with a yawn and a sigh. There's only one thing that can satisfy. Black, no sugar, or a caramel macchiato. Iced or hot, it doesn't matter, I'll drink it neato. It's my daily ritual, my favorite daily treat-o. Aromatic elixir that makes me feel so greedo. Coffee, coffee, you're my caffeinated love. And your warm embrace, I can't get enough. You're my addiction, I can't break free. That's alright, 'cause you complete me.
Hi, happy Wednesday. I thought I'd do a little vlog, a week in the life, what I get done crafting in a week. I lead a rather boring life, but I love watching people's vlogs. So I hope that this will be interesting. I've got a bit that I want to get done this week. It is Wednesday, as I said. I was hoping to get started on this vlog on Monday, but my mental health has been kind of in the crapper the last few days, so it didn't happen. But I'm here today, and it's just after 9:30. I got my son to school. He's in middle school, so where I'm at, in the school district where I'm at, our middle schoolers go to school the latest, so he goes to school at 9:30. So I got him dropped off, got my husband dropped off this morning, and now I'm home. I'm going to work on this cross stitch. I am doing a round robin cross stitch, and an 8 circles round robin with a group of people, ladies, I think, mostly, a group on Instagram. And this is my piece that I picked. This is Elegant Squid, and I've changed the colors for it. I'll talk about it when I do my cross stitch update. But I am working on getting my quarter done, and then once my quarter is done, I can ship it off to the next person that's going to do it. And I'm using this super cool old stamp. It's Battle of Hastings memorial stamp, or memoriam. There's a word I'm looking for. Whatever. It's from Crafty Emily. And speaking of Crafty Emily, while I work on this, I am going to watch her floss tube update that went up this morning. So I'm gonna do that, and I'll check in throughout the day. I'm not really sure how long I'm gonna do the vlog for. I was thinking a week. We'll see if I have how much footage I have. Also, I'm wearing merch from Bailey Sarian. Anyways, I'm gonna get to this, finish my coffee, and I'm hoping to at least get my squid done, but we'll see.
Wake up in the morning, I rub my sleepy eyes. Need a jolt of energy to make me feel alive. I stumble to the kitchen with a yawn and a sigh. There's only one thing that can satisfy. Black, no sugar, or a caramel cappuccino, macchiato, iced or hot. It doesn't matter, I'll drink it neato. It's my daily ritual, my favorite daily treat-o. Aromatic elixir.
Real quick, I want to show this off. So my husband's coworker got a 3D printer, and he knows that I like Totoro and that I love spooky things. So he printed me this. How freaking cute is that? It's adorable. I love it. He gave it to me Monday, and I have it sitting in front where my computer monitor is. So he's there. He makes me happy every time I look at him. I love him so much. I finished Emily's video, and while I did it, I got work on my squid. I decided to choose a tentacle, work it down. I worked it almost finish. There's I think 8 stitches, but I ran out of thread and I wanted to start working on the blue. I chose a really light blue as my other color. So I only did 132 stitches, but that's good for now. My next, gotta reach for it. My next thing that I'm gonna work on is finishing this top. I just need to attach the armhole bands. It's a sleeveless top, so I just need to attach the armhole bands and then hem the bottom. So this shouldn't take me too long to do, but this is the next project that I want to get done for the day.
Coffee, you're my caffeine.
It's done. I cannot wait to wear this. Okay. I grabbed myself lunch, breakfast. I tend to forget to eat, but I'm eating before 11, so I will take it. I'm just having an everything bagel with dairy-free cream cheese. It's the Oatly oat milk cream cheese. I'm lactose intolerant, so dairy messes with my tummy. So I went dairy-free about a year ago. And this is the best cream cheese that I've found for myself. I've tried other ones. They don't taste that great. I haven't picked what I'm going to watch yet, but I'm going to work on my Aspen cardigan. I have, let's see if I can show it. I have the back yoke done. I have the right front yoke done, and I'm working on the left front. I think I've got a couple more repeats on the left front before I join it, all the pieces together, and start knitting the body. So that's what I'm going to work on, and I'll probably watch some commentary videos or whatever else on YouTube. I don't know. Okay.
In the midnight glow where the stars align, we lose ourselves in the rhythm divine. Underneath the sky painted with dreams, we're chasing the echoes of silent screams. Caught in the spell of the cosmic night, where fantasies bloom in the pale moonlight. We'll let go of all that we know and dance in the stardust's gentle flow. Dancing in the stardust, we're weightless and free in a world of wonders. Just you and me, lost in the moment. symphony will sway. With every step we leave our cares behind. In this celestial ball.
So, it's now 1:30. I ended up having a little lay down with the dog on the couch, and I was reading my book I just started, The Familiar by Lee Bardugo. Had this for ages and I'm just now getting started on it. But I started it and then I accidentally took a nap. So, oops. So, back to work on my Aspen. I really want to get the front panel done. I want to get the yoke done. If you can hear that, my neighbors, there's a set of stairs right here and they like to buffalo feet up the stairs. Once I get this in connected for the body, I am going to put it down for a little bit and get back to my Avalon sweater, which is going to be very hard to see at the moment. I have picked up stitches and I'm working on the collar detail. But I picked up the stitches like freaking like a week ago, and then I haven't worked on it since. So I need to get to that. And then once the collar stitches are done, then it's just doing the sleeves. But I'm gonna work on this for a little bit, but that'll probably be tomorrow. Once my boys get home, sometimes we play video games at night, sometimes we watch movies, but whatever we do, I usually have a I'm not paying attention knit, and that is this. Let me see if maybe that helps. This is very hard to see because it's all rolled up. This is the So Summer top by Jessie Made. I knit the So Summer shorts earlier, and I want the top for this summer. And this is just, I'm opting to do the rolled hem version. She has it written out in the pattern that you can do like 3 different versions. I chose the rolled hem, and this is just a simple knit. I am increasing every like 7 rounds. You can see my increase markers, but I really don't have to pay attention to this, so it's easy to do while playing video games or while watching a movie with my boys. So that'll probably be what I do this afternoon, but for now I need to run to the post office, pick up a package, and then go pick up my son and see how his day was at school. Hopefully he had fun. Okay, you're gonna have to deal with the weird angle. I did not think about it, so I didn't bring my tripod, so you're stuck down here. So I went to the post office and grabbed my package. I just flashed my address. I'm gonna edit that. I grabbed my package. I don't know if it's everybody else in Alaska, but my book of the month always takes forever to come. At the end of the month, and I'm just now getting my books that shipped at the beginning of the month, and I don't remember what I got. So I know that I picked, okay, I remember now. I remember. So I picked one of these books with my, you know, my normal monthly credit. I don't know which one. I got Our Infinite Fates, and I just dropped the book, and Phantasma. One of these was my regular monthly credit. And then the other one, because this was the book of the month or book of the year for last year, I already got this one. Still have not read it. I'm way behind on my book of the month. But because I had already read that, and they usually give you that book free, I got a runner-up book, which, again, don't remember which one. It would be this one. It's Phantasma, because this says September 2024, so it would have been this book. But I'm excited to read these. But I made it, I think, the first month of school in the school pickup line, because my son started middle school this school year, and I made it like a month, and then I got sick and tired of being stuck in the pickup line for half hour, 45 minutes, and it sucked. So, and this is coming from, like last school year. He walked to and from school 90% of the time. So, obviously he can't do that now. We live about a 10-minute drive from the school now. So he can't really walk. But, the middle school that he goes to is attached to the high school that he'll end up going to. And so he's got a little group of friends that us parents park at the high school, and then him and his little group of friends walk over, which it's really not that far. Most of it's inside the school, and then they walk a little bit on the sidewalk. So it ends up, we get home like half an hour earlier than we would have if I actually picked him up at the school parking lot. And then it takes him a little bit extra time because he's walking slow and talking to his friends. So I usually get here around 4, and which is when he gets out. And then it takes him 5, 6, 7 minutes to get here. So I don't get a lot of car knitting time for school pickup, but I do get some. And my current project is this hat. Let me turn it this way so you don't see the jog from my color change. It's just a hat. I started this last week on Tuesday after I filmed. I filmed my podcast episode. I needed something simple to work on at date night and all that. So I casted this on. I'm just using scrap yarn. This yarn is from that hat that I finished for my dad last week. And then this is from this black yarn. I have I've used it in like 3 sweaters. I think two sweaters that were, one sweater that was mostly that color, one sweater that was completely all that color, and then one sweater that it was a colorwork accent. So I have a lot of scraps, not just from these yarns, but all of my yarns. So I was trying to use up some scraps. I have no idea who I'm going to give this hat to.
Caught in the spell of the cosmic night, the fences bloom in the pale moonlight. Dancing in the stardust, we're weightless and free in a world of wonders. Just you and me, lost in the moment. Our spirits ignite as we twirl in the magic of the cosmic light. The shimmering galaxy night.
Hi, good morning. It is Thursday. It's 9:30. I just dropped my son off at school and on my second cup of coffee. This is a cold brew, homemade, with oat milk and brown sugar. It's very similar to Starbucks' shaken oat milk espresso. I just did it via cold brew. This morning, I would have taken video, but this morning my son and I watched a documentary. I had time to drink my coffee and work on my cross stitch, which is usually what we do in the mornings. Also gives him time to wake up every morning and wake up his brain before school. And actually got a good chunk done on my elegant squid round robin from Ink Circles. I stitch faster with my Lowry stand, which is what I was using this morning. I just don't always go about getting it out and using it, but when I do, I always stitch a bit faster. So I got that done, and trying to think. So last night, after my husband went to bed, I laid in bed and read, and I had started The Familiar by Lee Bardugo yesterday. I started it yesterday during the day. Well, I finished it last night. My sleep schedule sucks, so I have a tendency to read in bed. So I finished this, and I mean, it was okay. But I don't know. I really liked Ninth House and like Six of Crows and all that, but I don't know about this. Maybe it wasn't what I was looking for at the time. I don't know. I'm giving it 2 stars. I might read it again. I might not. I might unhaul it. I don't know. For now, it's gonna go in my pile of finished reads. So at some point today, I want to get started on Heartless Hunter by Christine. Not even gonna attempt that last name. I'm terrible at names, so I'm not gonna bother. At some point, I will start this today, but I don't know. Probably later in the afternoon. This morning I am doing a... Use your brain. I'm tired. I am doing a coding course. It's something I've been working on for a while. So a coding course certification. That's the word I was looking for. I'm doing a coding certification this morning. So I'm not gonna make y'all watch that. It's gonna be boring. It's just gonna be me staring at the computer and typing. So I'm not gonna bother that. Will, however, show off my outfit for the day. So I've got a Totoro shirt and Totoro pants. The sweater is from Hot Topic. The pants, which are technically PJ pants, but who cares? Box Lunch. They're from Box Lunch. So I'm gonna get to my course so that, or my certification, so that once it's done, I can get to crafty goodness for the day. So I will check back in once I'm actually doing something crafty. Okay, bye. Been working on this. I also got my plant repotted, and up there I also went around and watered and fertilized all my plants because it was about that time. I got my hoops painted to put cross stitches in, and then I got some garlic focaccia bread going for dinner. My boys absolutely love the garlic focaccia, so they're very excited for it, and I am just working away at the collar. Working away at the collar. Honestly, it's totally not the pattern, it's me, but this collar has been a pain in my butt today, and I think it's mainly just because I'm tired. So it's taken a little bit more brain power and skill to figure out, but that's okay. Okay, so I'm about to go get the boy from school, and I just dropped a stitch. Gosh dang it. I'm about to go get the boy from school, but I am finishing up a row on this pattern, and I am okay. So I got a good chunk of stuff done. Most of the collar done on my Avalon sweater. I have 3. I have 3 more rows, and then I can cast off and get started on the sleeves, but that'll be tomorrow's thing. I am done with this for today. I'm absolutely loving it, but oh boy, have I been struggling, and it's totally not the pattern. The pattern's amazing. I'm test knitting it, so all that. Pattern's fine. My brain, I've had a headache today, and my brain's just not braining enough for this. So it's been a rough go, but oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. I can't wait. But anyways, I'm gonna go get the boy, make dinner. Happy Friday. So, and an update or film after I went to get my son. Yesterday we got home, I made dinner, and then there was a Blues hockey game on. So we watched that, and then once it was done, I decided it was a good time to start purging my books. I have 2 rather large bookshelves in my living room that are full of books. There's piles in front of them, and then I also have piles, 2 different huge piles in my bedroom. So I'm going through and I'm purging all of my read books, and I'm trying to get rid of ones that I know I will probably never read again. So my son helped me, and we got 2 shelves done and got a whole bunch of books ready. I lost my drink. We got a whole bunch of books ready for me to post, and I posted about half of the books. I sell my used books on Pango. I'll put a link in the description box if you want to check them out. There's quite a few books on there, and I'll be adding more as I organize the rest of the shelves. I think we're going to try to do at least a shelf a day. That way, I apologize. I just got home, and I was out and about in town, and it's very dusty, and my allergies are not happy. So anyways, that was a recap of last night. I didn't really do much after. And my husband and I watched some YouTube videos, and then I did some happy color in bed before sleep, and that was about it. So it is almost 11:30 and I just got home after drop off this morning. I had some errands to run and some grocery shopping to do, and while I did that, while I was out and about, I thought, you know what, let's make a Value Village run because I love a good thrift trip. So I'm gonna go get my drink and then I'll show some of the goodies that I got today, and I got a lot and not for very much. So I'm gonna go find my drink and then I'll be back. Okay, so I didn't get any clothes selling patterns. All their patterns that they had quite a bit, but they were either for kids or they were very late 80s, early 90s, and that is, I'm not at all interested in those clothes. But I did find some fun. I found a Precious Moments cross stitch book. It's got some cute little ones in there. I don't know if I'll ever do any stitching from it, but for $1.99, you know, I wanted it. And then I got Special Days, Special People. It's another Leisurely Arts leaflet. This one was only 99 cents. And just some super fun, super cute designs in here. There's a lot of like little fun designs, little ones that I'll probably steal like certain parts of. I don't know if these are really my style of stitching, but they're cute and I'll get around to it. And I'm getting a text message. Okay, we're back. Anyways, the other patterns I got is this 1988 quilt pattern. Beautiful. And then I got this one. I guess this is technically a top. There's no year on the outs. Oh yeah, there is. 1992. It's a little quilted vest. It's cute. And then I really love this one. This is Aztec Star Quilt. This one doesn't have a date, but it's beautiful. And then I got, for $1.99, all of these are, well, there's a couple bobby pins in there for whatever reason, but all of these are safety eyes for amigurumis. And I love making amigurumis. I haven't done it in a while, but for $1.99, that's a lot of safety eyes. So yay! And then another bag of goodies that I got is a whole bunch of beautiful seam binding trim. There's actually quite a few different ones in there, and that was $4.99. And then what I was really excited about were these. I'm gonna pause for a second so I can open the bags because it's gonna make noise. Okay, so I got 2 bags of these cross stitch. They're counted thread, they're whole kits. Counted thread beading, and there's a counted thread cross stitch. But for $3.99, I got 4. There's these 3 kits that are cross stitches. These 2 which are beaded. These 2 are also beaded. Another set of beaded. And then they had a second bag, which was also $3.99. Also had 4 of them in there. So there's these beaded ones. This kit is already open. I don't know if anybody's worked on it yet, but I guess we'll see. Some more beaded ones. And some of these are repeats, but I am fine with that. These are super cool, and these, yeah, I think this one kit that's already done, I think the person did one of these. I think she did this one, and then there's the wreath left in there. So these will be fun. This will be something cool to do over Christmas, I think. And last, I got fabric. I'm just gonna flash it real quick. Fabric. 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 And fabric. So that's all I got at my little thrift flip haul. It ended up being, for all of that stuff, it ended up being 48 something, but I had a 20% off coupon because it was through Value Village. I had a 20% off coupon, so I got $9.80 off. So I only paid $39 for all that stuff, which is well worth it. So I am going to sit here, finish my drink, and probably do a quick couple trainings for my programming certification. I'm working on a CSS certification right now. So I'm probably going to listen to a couple trainings, do a couple trainings, and then I'll get to the craftiness of the day. Okay. So, I'm a mess. Like, up in here, but also over here. So, I grabbed some bins. This one was on clearance, or these three were on clearance. These were from the cheapo bin. I am going to work on organizing this crap. So I'm gonna stick some YouTube music videos on and put you on a time lapse, and maybe that'll motivate me to clean more and then get going. Okay, let's do this. I can do it. I mean, maybe.
Walking down the whiskey roads, dusty dreams, a heavy load. Night will fall where the sunlight fades. Hearts are wandering aimless strays. Old guitar and a lonesome tune. Stars will light the prairie moon. Feet are tired but the spirit's high. Whiskey roads, we drank the sky. Dusty dreams and open plains, aching hearts with no restraint, finding hope in a sip so deep. On whiskey roads we sow and reap. Rustic barns and silent fields, broken dreams that time conceals. Yet we march on through the haze, in our hearts a fire blaze. Dusty dreams and open plains, aching hearts with no restraint, finding hope in a sip so deep. On whiskey roads we sow and reap. Ruddy boots and miles to go, every shadow tells us so. Through the pain and through the cheer, dusty dreams bring us near. Dusty dreams and open plains, aching hearts miles to go. Every shadow tells us so. Through the pain and through the cheer, dusty dreams bring us near.
Okay, it's semi-clean. I have a pretty small sewing plate. I have a very small sewing space that I share with my desk. But it's cleaned. There's plenty of room for it. I also, my bed is what you guys are on. And I use my bed for laying out my fabric, thinning fabric. I tend to iron on my bed too because I have one of these, not gonna move that. I didn't realize the tripod's on there. Hang on. I have one of these wool mats that I iron on, and I really enjoy that. So that got that done. There's a few things sitting right here that don't belong in this area that I'm gonna go put up. And then these, which you may have seen, this is a pair of pants. They're actually the pants that I sewed this way. I sewed these in February. Got them all done except for the waistband and hemming the bottom. So that's a goal for this weekend, is getting these done. And then this is my Lucille trousers. So these are another pair of pants. I want to get both pairs of pants out this weekend. That is my weekend sewing plans. I tend to get more time on the weekends sewing because for some reason I like to sew really late at night. So most of my sewing time is between 10 o'clock at night and 1 in the morning, Friday, Saturday, Sunday type thing. But this will be what I get done this weekend. So I'm going to put up everything that doesn't belong here, and then I will figure out what I'm going to do next. Okay. After running errands, shopping, cleaning, I'm tired. So I'm gonna chill on the couch, watch yesterday's episode of The Pit that I haven't gotten to yet, and I'm gonna work on my elegant squid. I would really like to get my quarter done so that I can mail it out to the next person. So that's what I'm gonna do. I will check back in a while. There's a high probability I might take a nap too, so we'll see what happens. Okay, it's almost 3. I am going to head to get the boys soon. Well, I got about an hour, but I got about 350-ish stitches in on elegant squid. I didn't take a nap. Considered it. And then I've been reading Heartless Hunter. I'm about 50 pages in. I'm not far enough in to really make a decision on if I'm enjoying it or not.
on the dark night.
Okay. It is almost 9 o'clock, and we had picked up my son from school. I started editing this vlog, and it's getting kind of long. It's like 50 minutes long already. My husband brought home dinner, so we had dinner, and then because I missed my mental health walk today, all of us went for a quick walk, which I will have inserted clips. Okay, and then I also got the collar finished on my Avalon sweater. I don't think I'm gonna do any sewing. I've kind of got a headache. I'm pretty tired. So I'm probably going to work on my car knitting hat. It's getting to the point where I will probably start the decreases. So I brought it in so that I could work on it tonight, and probably I'm not gonna do any sewing tonight. I'm pretty tired, and when I sew when I'm tired, I make stupid mistakes, so I'm not gonna let myself do that. But I think I'm gonna wrap up this vlog now, and then we'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. But I might do a little bit, you know, have a weekend vlog or something. But for now, this is the end of my vlog. Thank you so much if you watched this whole thing. It was kind of, I don't know, all over the place. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you like these kind of videos, give it a thumbs up, let me know, and I might do more. I mean, it was kind of fun to do a vlog, and I actually definitely, when I was cleaning, knowing that I was filming myself and I was holding myself accountable because it was going in the vlog, I knew I was gonna get that cleaned, and it helped me get it cleaned. So I'm happy with that. But anyways, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.